Welcome to Mr. Chalk's Revision Tips. In this video, we will look at reasons for declining fish stocks and reducing fishes caught and sustainable fishing. So, fish catches have declined markedly and are likely to fall further. So there are a number of different reasons for the depletion of fish stocks. So a lack of property rights over the sea, as ownership is difficult if not impossible to establish, which means that anyone can go and fish anywhere. There's also information failure because fishermen do not know the size of the available fish stocks. There's a high fixed cost of boats, so therefore fishermen need to catch large amounts of fish to go and cover those costs. Fishermen are often heavily subsidised, which encourages them to catch more, right? So this happens in the EU through the Common Fisheries Policy. And finally, widespread pollution of the sea has also contributed to the gradual depletion of fish stocks. So the quantity of fish caught could be reduced by establishing or extending property rights over the sea, imposing special conservation tax on fishing, introducing a complete or partial ban on fishing. Authorities can reduce the size of the fish quotas, especially for cod. Authorities can also legalise or legislate to limit the size of nets or to increase the size of mesh to enable small fish to escape. And also authorities can issue special permits to fish as a way of controlling the number of fishermen out or fishing at any one time. So a sustainable fishery is a method of fishing that does not reduce fish stocks over time. Right? It can be done in a number of ways. So we can use a rod or fishing pole. So this is a reasonable fishing method because fishermen can quickly release any unwanted catch that are too small. Harpooning, so catching larger fish such as swordfish with hand-thrown harpoons or with barbs fired from a gun. So bycatch is almost non-existent since the fishermen are aiming at individual targets. Floating traps or weirs which guide the fish into ever smaller boxes which harm neither the fish or the environment. We can use reef nets for salmon or in shallow areas. Wire mesh traps that lie on the bottom can damage the ocean floor when they're being dragged along, which has led to them being completely banned. So we don't use wire mesh traps anymore. So we can see here, so two ways that cod stocks have been controlled are by introducing a complete or partial ban on fishing by authorities over the years. So we can see there that in 1996, when the amount of fish was very low, the new rules were put in place and the amount of fish, so the fish stocks, increased quite rapidly. We just have a look at this question. So it's important to conserve fish stocks. So figure 1 shows a new type of fishing net and a traditional fishing net. So describe how the new type of fishing net helps conserve fish stocks. So we need to think about why it's important not to take all of the fish. We need to think how we can preserve fisheries. So we can see there that it has lights on. So lights help guide and attract fishes to the holes. The holes are big enough to allow smaller fishes to go and be released. The holes stay open and the younger fishes can then go off and breed. Thanks for watching.